Americans to think about growing with the United States, we will have far than enough money to invest in this infrastructure. But as the governor was talking about, the need for electrons is growing every day. Some of these, if we're going to be the leader in technology, which we are, if we are going to be the leader in AI, which we presently are, it's just going to require trillions of dollars of investments. And if we don't invest in it, China will be the global leader in this. And so to me, it's not whether, this is a must. And if you think about how that translates, it translates into a more dynamic economy. We need the United States economy to grow at over 2%. We need the U.S. economy to grow at 3%, especially with the growing deficits the federal government has. And so much of this money, not just the project, is going to be coming from the private sector, from savings accounts, from pension accounts, from insurance companies, and on and on and on. The whole world is in need of improving the infrastructure.
This administration has been very clear. There will be no central bank digital currency, which I think would be the first step toward tracking. So we have taken that off the table. We've passed stablecoin legislation, with bipartisan, and the Clarity Act is now up on the hill, and I think it has bipartisan support. And the most important thing we can do is to make digital assets come into the United States, make the U.S. the home, our regulation, our best practices.
Delta tried to kill me, Wallstreet tried to bury me.
Standards for these. When you look at digital
God had
assets,
another plan.
all the nonsense that happens, all the things you read about, that's because it's the wild, wild west offshore, so we got to bring it on board.
Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures and Wallstreet. I hope you're doing well. Hey, if you haven't had a chance, definitely go to Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts and like and subscribe our videos. Definitely all you got to do is just look at Scriptures and Wallstreet. And I would really, really appreciate that. It helps monetize the show, helps me on the air. And this stuff's not cheap. So thank you for all the thoughts and nice emails you guys sent, even donations. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. But more importantly, definitely like and subscribe our Rumble channel. That's where all of our shows are at, our episodes, and I would really appreciate that. With that being said, everything on this podcast is meant for information and education purposes only. I am a licensed financial advisor. However, everything on this podcast is meant for information and education purposes only. I will not be giving investment advice. If you would like financial advice, give us a call, 813-448-3446, or simply visit our website at cortezwm.com. Today, I was kind of like not feeling doing a podcast, but then I saw an article and it just quickly inspired me. And it it goes hand in hand with what we've been talking about for the past year and two. And that is, we know there's a retirement crisis. We've talked about it so much to the point where Social Security is not even going to be there. If you're under 48, I don't even think you'll have Social Security, let alone if you're a Z generation. A lot of Z gens have been calling me, really, have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 already saved up in the 401k system, and they want out, and they want to safe, securely have a vehicle where it's not dependent on the government. And I just really applaud you guys that how young you could be and you still know that maybe the government doesn't have your best interest. It's almost very similar. Like if you've ever played blackjack, you go to casino and, you know, you have this insurance bet. Typically when an ace and a face card, 21, you have an automatic 21, you'll see, you know, the dealer would say, would you like insurance? And you would pay half of your bet on the side. And if the dealer has a 21 or gets 21, then you are protected, but you lose that premium that you put in, versus losing it all at all. And some people, there's two trains of thought. Like, you're guaranteed to win with 21, but you're also, you'll get a push, right? If, or a 20, basically if you have a 20, let's just say you have two faces, you got 20 and the dealer's showing an ace, a lot of people will buy the insurance on that. But let me tell you, if I pull up the book mathematically, the odds are never in your favor, right? In that situation. So I feel like this is what's going on now with the Trump IRA. Now the Trump accounts. The government literally has admitted that they don't even have a solution for you for your retirement. What that basically means, this Trump IRA, as well as Trump accounts, you can go to trumpaccounts.gov. You can see it. I'll show you. Actually, let me go right now. I know we got a lot of audio listeners and you can't see my screen, but bear with me. I'm showing trumpaccounts.gov if you're just on audio. And if you're watching this on video, this is the website. This literally is coming out Thursday when this podcast drops. The Trump accounts should be on Google as well as Apple, and you can download it and you can put $1,000 in here, up to $5,000 a year. They're going to have some new rules, which I don't even know what they're going to basically insinuate, but you have to fill out the IRS form 4547. I think that's interesting. They named it after his presidency, right? 4547. Interesting. And we'll reach out when it's time to activate your account, sit back and watch the money grow, contribute anytime or not. Big things start with small steps, and they show baby feet and cute little family together. And basically what they're wanting to do is entice you to grow your account. So tax defers, of course, BlackRock's in there, all these companies. And this is a pro-family initiative that will help millions of Americans harness the strength of our economy to lift up the next generation, and they'll be getting a big jump on life. Man, that sounds so good. That sounds so awesome. And guys, this is going to sound really, really good. And maybe you do it. I don't know. I just want to talk about the risk with this. And the risk, the first and foremost that I see, and so you have the trumpaccounts.gov. You also have trumpira.gov. If you currently have money in the bank, a 401k, or even precious metals in an IRA, you may want to listen up. You're going to want to have a place where you have a guarantee on your funds. As we go into a lower interest rate environment, banks will be stressed out when the commercial real estate crisis happens. Right now, you can get a guarantee, yes, a guarantee on your principal, and get a bonus. If you're younger than 65 years of age, we can utilize an insurance-based contract that has been around for over 100 years. We want to help you find a guarantee on your funds that are actually outside of banking laws, outside of securities laws. And guess what? You get a guarantee on your funds. You get a guarantee on your principal. Go to greenmoneysolutions.com, fill out your information, and let's just see if you qualify. Okay, so the website is actually down, trumpira.gov. It will be launched on that website. So it's probably down right now because so many people are signing up for the trumpira.gov. But I want you guys to be cautious. Be very, very cautious, because from the current pre-retiree to the retiree, you're still going to be in Secure Act 2.0. You'll still have the rules and regulations when it comes to the welfare program, also known as Social Security. You're still going to have restrictions, but even more. And so they have this federal savers match implementation, and it says the security of the Treasury shall take all necessary steps as appropriate and consistent with applicable law to ensure that qualifying individuals who contribute to the IRAs, including those who open IRAs listed on trumpira.gov, and otherwise satisfy all applicable requirements. Receive federal savers match. So basically, if you are a good boy and good gal and you invest in your Trump IRA, you're going to get this wonderful match from the federal government. The problem is when the government actually gives you free money, do you really think it is free? We've seen this play out plenty of times. Social Security is supposed to be quote unquote free. You got to pay into it. But when you take it out, you're being penalized in all different ways and taxed. Most people don't know when they hit Social Security and they take money before full retirement age, they're going to be penalized 50%, any amount over their FRA amount. They put earnings limits and earnings test on you. And so the fear that I have with all of this, with the little babies, with the Trump accounts, with the Trump IRA, is that it is a government ordained account. You are giving permission to the government to receive free money, and they get to pick out the investment portal for you. They get to pick out what you can and cannot invest in. They get to pick out more control, more track, more tracing. What if the social credit score system finally takes off like we think it will? And now they have AI to control everything. I mean, the mark of the beast will be AI generated. It is the track, trace, control. It is not the jab. It is not a chip on your wrist or the back of your neck. It may come in that form. Who knows? But it's definitely going to be AI, because AI will be track, trace, and control you. They will have the benefit of controlling you from that and your premeditative steps before you even do anything. So as you go into your Tesla or your GPS, it automatically knows based on your behavior where you're going to go. They have this technology on all of us, guys. You don't think the banking system has a behavioral projection on where you spend your money? We see it from a week-to-week standpoint. Even Chase or even Mint.com, they will project your spending based on the past 6 months you already spent. Once they get data on you, they can tell you what your expenses typically are based on your behavior of the current projection of your current transactions. They can simply do that. Guys, it's starting to get really, really scary. It's going to get harder. It's going to get really, really hard to be out of the matrix, especially if you're not woken up to all of this. The more control, the more you allow the government to stick their hands in your retirement, you don't have a retirement. They will feel entitled to it, where they tax you and penalize you to oblivion. Now they want to do it on your children's children. They want to have Trump accounts established. I'm not a big fan of it, guys. I'm not a big fan of it. The fact that you can get babies' money on their birthdays, and when you send birthday money to your niece or your nephew or your grandbaby, whoever. Now the government has ability to track, trace, and control them as a freaking baby. Like, they get to determine the investments that go into these accounts. But we look on the website. Oh, it's a bright future. Set them up. Set them up with what? Okay, they got $50,000 by the time they graduate college. Tell me the value of that 50 grand at that point with inflation the way it is, the way freaking diesel is over $5 a gallon. Tell me what $50,000 is going to do for a kid that is graduating college in 18 or in 21 years from now. It's going to be peanuts. But here's what I'm getting at. The fact of the matter is that the inflation is out of hand, off the books. So off the books would be your petroleum, your gas, your food, anything associated with consumer staples mainly the two main things that we spend money on is food and petroleum or gas. But that is taken out of the equation when we're talking about inflation. When the federal government, when the Treasury or the Fed says inflation is not at a place that we need to be at, or it's cooled off, whatever they say, they're not talking about the food. They're not talking about the petroleum. They're talking about their version of inflation. But as you go to Whole Foods and you get fresh squeezed orange juice, like my kids love, it's $21 for a half a gallon of fresh squeezed orange juice. It went down to 16, but it's still high. And it's nuts. I mean, I'm telling my kids to drink out of shot glasses, the little shot glasses. We don't drink in my family, but we have a few of those because, I want them to not just drink it all in one setting. You hurt my feelings with that one. But hey, inflation is ridiculous when it comes to food and gas. I think the real number is over 29%. And so this is the government's attempt without saying, we screwed up. The financial system's broken. This is the government's way of saying, we don't have enough. We need to do something now because there's going to be a problem in 30, 40, 60 years where the problem starts 2033, which is right around the corner. But at least the next generation will have something because we rolled out a program for them and we gave them tax credits and we gave them money match credits because they have a social and they're born in the United States. Guys, this is really, really bad. So if commercial real estate really shows up, CLOs or even private equity, how bad is it? Or Social Security running out or the national deficit causes us to be downgraded another level. There's so much pressure, guys, that I don't know how people are walking without insurance on their money. Maybe you don't even know that existed. But I'm here to tell you that we've had a lot of phone calls. People just have money in the bank. And I can say it till nauseum, and I sound like a broken record, but I don't know how many times I got to tell you that to call your bank and to ask for your account agreement and really read it. I did a whole synopsis with Stu on SPF about a popular bank that most people have heard of. Their agreement literally reads, since you don't own the money, that we reserve all the rights to do what's best interest for the bank. We reserve the rights to cancel, deny, reject any transactions that we deem that is not in the best interest of the bank or any illegal activity, as well as political activity. I mean, this is what's out there. So how are you going to stop that? The other thing that's interesting is if you buy a non-approved FDA product, the bank could say, this is not FDA approved and therefore it's contraband and you're doing something illegal. They could debank you and not even tell you. They could close your account, send you the money at their time, and freeze your account. But go ahead. Have fun with your CDs. Have fun with this. The moment you act out of line and post something about Israel or Taiwan or Ukraine, or you don't act in line, canceled. Or maybe you're talking good about ivermectin or how awesome retatrutide was before Lilly got a hold of it. Or you talk good about peptides that are not even approved by the FDA. They can censor you. And now they can debank you. What are they going to do with a government-owned IRA, with the government-owned college fund through Trump accounts. The app will be launched Thursday, according to the websites. What power are they going to have with these new retirement accounts? Are we going to be naive and say, you know what, we're going to invest in this because it's going to be great? Look how the 401k is treating you. You may have millions. You may have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you invested in 10, 20, 30,000, if you invested 10 or 20, even 30 years, you should have $500,000, millions of dollars in there. And the sad part is you don't even control it. You can't. There's no way for you to control it because you don't own it. You are a participant. And so when you log in, you see participant services. You do not see account owner services. So we need to fix that registration first. And the only way you can do that is rolling it into your own separate account, whether it's a self-directed IRA, whether it's outside of the banking cabal. Because look, when you have money in the bank, you don't own it. The bank does legally. When you have a 401k, you can't withdraw your money. You have to beg for permission and fill out a hardship withdrawal and prove that you're in foreclosure or you're about to become bankrupt or you can't pay your medical bills. That's not an account ownership, guys. That is basically a participating in a government written contract. Now they want to do this. They want to have the same provisions for your grandbabies, for the Trump IRAs. Like, no, I don't want that for anybody. So they're going to make it seem it's great. It's a big deal. You're going to hear about it everywhere. Kevin Warsh, the new Fed chair, probably will speak highly about it. Remember Trump's lapdog? Remember, he's going to try to win your heart. He's going to say nice things to the open public, and you're going to want to trust what he's saying. You're going to want to do the awesome things that he's saying. But here is the crazy part, is that many Americans will fall for this Trump IRA, just like they've fallen for the 401k trap. You build this beautiful retirement inside a 401k only for it to be taxed to hell in the handbasket. I honestly think that by the time you retire, whatever your account is, you can chop it in half. And that's your real account value, because the government's just going to take half on, if you don't have a business, the government will figure a way to take half of your retirement, especially when you're on Social Security. So the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to wait and delay your Social Security to full retirement age, live off 5-6% of your retirement accounts. Make sure that they're secured and they're growing. You don't need to have all your money in the QQQs or SPX, or just completely have all your money in the stock market. You need to have safety. But more importantly, you need to understand what the rules of the game are when it comes to retirement and Social Security. Because once you take Social Security, that is a welfare program, and they will limit you on how much you can make. I really am concerned about everyone that's taken Social Security early and they got some decent money in the 401k or IRAs, and they want to retire. Those things don't go hand in hand. They go hand in hand for the government, because Bible says my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. But when you start to take Social Security and you start withdrawing money, that is the huge problem, where you could literally lose half of your assets if you're not careful. A lot of people file Social Security to their detriment. They want to take it early because they may not live long, but then they have an IRA and they get penalized. So be very, very cautious, guys, is all I'm saying. If you don't understand all this, that's okay. Just give us a call, 813-448-3446. And we can help you. If you currently have money in the bank, a 401k, or even precious metals in an IRA, you may want to listen up. You're going to want to have a place where you have a guarantee on your funds. As we go into a lower interest rate environment, banks will be stressed out when the commercial real estate crisis happens. Right now, you can get a guarantee, yes, a guarantee on your principal and get a bonus. If you're younger than 65 years of age, we can utilize an insurance-based contract that has been around for over 100 years. We want to help you find a guarantee on your funds that are actually outside of banking laws, outside of securities laws. And guess what? You get a guarantee on your funds. You get a guarantee on your principal. Go to greenmoneysolutions.com, fill out your information, and let's just see if you qualify. So we spoke about how Trump IRAs and Trump accounts have this overall benefit of what they think is going to happen in the future. So if you look on their websites, you'll see, oh man, we're going to grow this account in 30 years to $50,000 to $100,000. The problem with this, guys, is that what is the mechanism that is being used on these Trump IRAs as well as the Trump accounts, which come live this week, by the way? You can go on Google, you can go on Apple App Store, and literally download the Trump accounts app. And Yahoo Finance is making a big deal about it, that you can just go in there and download it and start saving, and they'll even match you $1,000. Guys, when the government gives you, quote unquote, a match of free money, is it a free lunch? I want to ask you a real quick question. Do you trust the government with your money? Or better yet, do you trust Trump with your own money? And then the flip side of that question is, if you don't trust Trump with your money, do you trust Trump with your grandbaby's money, your grandchildren's money? Because that's what's going on here. We literally have Trump accounts. And just like I said, that Kevin Warsh is the lapdog for Trump. What is going to happen, and mark my words here, is you're going to see words like anti-Wall Street. They sound like us. Man, they don't like BlackRock. They're so upset at the banks. They're so upset at the Carlyle Group. They're so upset at State Street and all these billion-dollar banks, right, that are just hurting the American people. So you're going to hear the words, make Main Street America great again. You're going to hear these words, and you're going to start to almost like it. And they're going to suck you in. And they're like, yeah, the dollar's crashing, and the banks, they don't have any reserves. And we created this new system. Man, all you got to do is just open up a Trump IRA, a Trump account, and don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. Just keep saving into it. You know who actually fell for that? Every single boomer, baby boomer that bought a 401k. Ask them, how is their 401k treating them? Maybe they have millions of dollars in it, and they save for 20, 30 years, and they got the match. They got the tax deferral. They got the tax credit. They got the tax deduction and not the reduction. Now they got to pull all that money out. They don't even know how much the taxation is going to be. They don't know how does it correlate to Social Security. Oh, and by the way, when you have Social Security, you take it at 62 and you don't wait till your full retirement age, which is established by the federal government, aka the IRS, which is not even constitutional, by the way. Do you know how much money how much that money is going to last you? You don't, because you don't even know the taxation on it. I could go and show you some other crazy things that will blow you away, but we'll save that in here for a second. But I just wanted to just tell you that, man, like, this is happening. This is happening. You are becoming more reliant on the government to the point where I don't even know what's worse. Is it bad enough that the government's already saying, hey guys, there's a major retirement crisis happening because Social Security is not working? It ain't working, dog. What are we going to do? They just openly admitted to all of America that they need a solution for the retirement system because it's failing. The other flip side is hey, because you're not going to have Social Security, we have this governmental backed account that's going to be safe and effective. There goes that word again. It's going to be safe and effective, and you'll have the ability to save into it. And your children and their children will have the ability to have tax deferral working in their favor, and they will have an early retirement, a secure retirement. These are the words that they're going to start using. This is going to be the play with Kevin Warsh. This is how they're going to paint this. It's going to sound really, really good and kosher and just all amazing. And they're going to cater to you. They'll even say, it's a good time to buy silver. It's a good time because the dollar is going up. And most people don't know that when the dollar goes up, your silver goes down. By the way, let's look at something. For those of you that did not like when I said about silver, and you told me to eat crow, who the heck is eating crow right now? I told you the daggone dollar will start pumping up again because it's been going down for a long time. Check out that dollar, y'all. Check out that dollar. That sucker was way up there. And let me go to my daily and let me zoom out. So yeah, the dollar did quote unquote crash. 109 all the way. Holy smokes. Back in 25 to 96. Yeah, so it had a major downfall. Huge. But guess what? This is all planned, guys. This is all planned. Do you really think the dollar is going to crash and they're not going to do nothing about it? What if I told you that they can make the dollar crash and steal your silver, force you into thinking that you're going to be safe because the government's strong? You're going to be safe because your retirement is strong. It's secured by the government. And all of a sudden, the dollar starts pumping up. Now, in order for them to be safe, they want your control. They want to track, trace, control you. They want to know every step you're doing. They want to surveillance you. I mean, that is happening now. That's fact. I mean, this is not conspiracy theory anymore. We have a Fed Now program. When you bank at any bank institution that's FDIC or NCUA, they literally have to do the Fed Now process with you. It is so bad right now that you can't even buy certain things without your bank signing off on it. So here we are. We're getting track, trace, controlled. Try buying a non-FDA approved medical device or item or a peptide, something that does not resonate with your bank, and they will reject it. They would actually resend funds. I have a client right now that's trying to send money to one of the green money accounts, and their bank is not even allowing it because he bought something that was non-FDA approved. And so he can't even do big transactions. They literally are shutting his bank and flagging it. True story. So you got to be careful on what is going on. You got to be in a know. And here we are, Scriptures in Wall Street. We're always going to be in know. That's what I do for a living here. So check this out. The dollar's pumping, y'all. The dollar is pumping. We got a blue cross here. This is on a daily chart. Let me fan this out a little more for those of you that are listening. We have a golden cross that's about to be in fruition here, where a price goes over that 200-day moving average. And I got a buy signal if you're buying options on the dollar. So this is about to go up. Guys, when the dollar goes up, your silver is going to either stay where it's at or possibly go down. Let me pull up my silver chart. You know, it's based on a patterns, right? You see how it went up and, you know, it took a little dive, came back up, took a little dive, went back up, took a little bit down. Next thing you know, the dollar's going up. So it could pop off. It could pop off. Look, the nice thing about silver is that it does have intrinsic value. That's a street value that you cannot ignore. You have industrial value. But here's the thing. As your silver prices go down, and we're trading at 75 at the recording of this show, let me show you something else. Who wants your silver? What companies out there that need your silver, that profit from it? You guessed it. I wonder how Tesla's doing. And here we are. We had a sell-off recently, but now it's converted to a buy signal. And look at this puppy. This thing is on the up and up. It was up 1.74% today, trading at 442. Tesla is looking good, y'all. Tesla is looking really good. Isn't it ironic? Dollar goes down, dollar goes up, silver goes down, Tesla is going up. So here we are. Just wanted to point that out. Something to look at. So you don't need to worry about all these things that are happening right now. If you're caught up in the stocks, if you're caught up in what is the best ETF, if you're caught up in the red money space, for those of you that don't remember what red money is going to be a bucket of money that has unlimited losses, unlimited gains, no principal protection. You have no idea what the fees are, and you don't even know what the risk is. When's the last time you asked your advisor, hey, what's the standard deviation of my portfolio? How much of my portfolio is actually guaranteed? How much of it has drawdown protection? With the volatility the way that it's about to come, with the private credit crisis looming, with politicians kissing the wall and treating other countries better than their home country, these dual citizen knuckleheads, they don't have your best interest. It is so important to have an advisor that agrees with you spiritually, financially, economically, that you're on the same spiritual wavelength. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress it enough. And honestly, I don't care if 1 million people watch this and only 2 people call. Those are the 2 people I want to roll with. Those are 2 people that I go to war with. Those are 2 people that I want to talk with more than just an advisor-client relationship. Those are the people that I want to build with, build lifetime memories with. And if that's you, I welcome you with arms wide open. Give us a call, 813-448-3446. I'm not a fit for everybody, nor do I want to be. And I'm very bold about my faith. I'm very bold about my opinions. I'm not here to cater to your feelings. I'm here to protect and grow your money. So if that's you, if anything I said resonates with you, then go to CortezWM.com, book an appointment with us. I'd love to have a 15-minute conversation with you. We have probably 20, 30 people call a week, book appointments. I don't get to speak to all of them. We have a new advisor named Shane. He's awesome. Great hockey player, man. Man, he's such a gangster on the ice. I got to show you some videos of this kid. He's insane. But I'm just excited to have Shane on board. True patriot, God-fearing, non-vaccinated, by the way. Huge head on his shoulders. Huge opportunity for him. But anyways, been molding him, God-fearing patriot, and he's going to be a great addition to the team. So excited for him. So it's just me and Shane taking field and calls, and reach out to us. Let us see what you got going on. One of the major questions I'm going to ask you is, what do you like or dislike about your current situation? And let you talk, let you have the floor. We may have a solution. I don't know. Maybe green money is a solution for you. I think it's a great proposition for most clients that want a principal protected account that grows with the index, that you're following anyway, and your financially inoculated, LGBT-friendly 401k. You're following the QQQs. You're following the S&P. You're following the Dow. You're following the NYSE. You might as well get a safe money bucket, building your retirement in it that the government doesn't have access to, that the floors of the manipulated NASDAQ doesn't have access to your funds, that doesn't have any correlation, that doesn't have any heat correlation, and you're losing like you did in 08. People think 08 was bad. It was actually 09, because 08 you lost all your gains. 09 you started losing your principal. So when this thing hits the fan, just know all of this AI boom that we're in right now will come down just like .com, .bomb. It is all built on a house of cards. Be very, very careful. This is why safe money and green money is very powerful for retirees, because we can put a lot of money in the green bucket And we can only risk a portion of your portfolio in yellow money. We can go fully aggressive, fully moderate aggressive with limited risk. Have that portfolio growing. Use that for liquidity. If you need income, you can use the yellow money bucket because it's liquid. But the green money bucket is projected to double every 4 to 6 years. So as you run out of your yellow money and using it for income, as you should, your green money is doubling every 4 to 6 years. Thus is creating another retirement that's growing while you're pulling income off. So this strategy is very, very popular with our firm and has been very successful. We've helped retire hundreds of families successfully. I hope it's you. I want to work with you, but we got to be in agreement with each other. That's just on my minimum requirement. I'm not money motivated. We work with everybody. And if I can't work with you, I have an advisor that will, but you will get coverage. You will get advice. You will get the best advice. We simply don't want to cater to the Wall Street vendetta. Anyways, with that being said, guys, it's late. I love y'all. I'll see y'all this weekend. We'll bust out some charts again. And let's see, what am I going to talk about this weekend? We're going to dive a little more into that Trump IRA. Oh, I want to show you the Trump tracker too. That thing is insanity. But midterms is coming around the corner. A lot of people are scrambling for what to do for retirement. A lot of people retiring that I know. Guys, there's 10,000 people, 10,000 baby boomers retiring every single day for the next 15 years. So a lot of people are retiring. I'm here to help. I'm casting my net. Give us a call, 813-448-3446. If you haven't had a chance, definitely get your peptides from Get Me Lean USA. They're amazing products. I love the fitness. I love the fit. I love the lean. Those are two of my favorite products. The fit you drink in the morning tastes like orange juice. Has caffeine in it, so it's natural caffeine. It's great. And the lean is just, I call it my fat boy pill. Anytime you get hungry or it just burns fat and lowers your appetite. So it's really good for you. Where the fit has 4 times the protein synthesis than creatine itself. So it's amazing stuff. Get it, and you can order it. Just go to getmeleanusa.com. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe our Rumble channel, our YouTube channel, podcasts on Apple, as well as Spotify. Scriptures in Wall Street. All you got to do is look it up on your favorite podcast platform or YouTube. And we'll see you there. Like and subscribe there. And also, if you are interested in booking an appointment with us, you can go to CortezWM.com. God bless you guys. I'm out of here. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.